Welcome to a postseason edition of Battle Axe. This is the moment we've been waiting 2 months for. As always, I'm Joey Danya. Alongside Bobby Bradford, we're coming to you from the Busting Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. And today we will crown a new champion of Battle Axe with a double elimination postseason tournament. If you're new to the program, before we get the tournament started, let's go over the rules of Battle Axe. All of those rings moving inward towards the bullseye are worth 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The bullseye is worth 6 points. And then the small blue dot on the top of the outer ring is worth 8 points. It's called a kill shot. At any point during a match, a player can go for the kill shot. If they hit it, they get 8 points. If they miss it, they get nothing. And here's what everybody's competing for here today, Bobby.
Absolutely, Joey. This is the World Axe Throwing League Championship belt. One of our lucky competitors will get to take this thing home tonight and then have bragging rights, of course, for the following season. But yeah, it's definitely a worthy prize for any of our very skilled throwers here tonight.
It's a thing of beauty, and it's going home with the Battle Axe champion here tonight at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range. Before we get the postseason started, let's take a look at the bracket. Matt Bradshaw, the top seed to no surprise, Bobby. He's going to take on the winner of Gina Feenstra versus Ann Welp. Then it's Eric Chisel taking on Brandon Feenstra. Cody Yoakum is the 2 seed. He'll get the winner of Nancy Kramer versus Brittany Brokel. Beth Jen awaiting the winner of Jenny Gokel and Maggie Shizzle.
Yeah, it's definitely a really nice group of competitors here. Obviously, Matt Bradshaw is the favorite going into it, but as we know, Joey, in the double elimination tournament, anything can happen.
And, of course, as you said, it's a double elimination tournament. We're going to get things started right now. Ann Welp will be taking on Gina Feenstra.
Yeah, so again, Gina coming into this tournament, trying to get her game corrected. Ann has struggled with drops recently here, Joey, so we'll see if those continue on into the double elimination tournament here, but it should be a great matchup.
A good start for Gina Feenstra to grab the early 1-point advantage after throwing a 5. And, Bobby, when you're in a double elimination tournament, the key is to stay in that A bracket for as long as possible.
You are absolutely right, Joey. It's to stay in that A bracket as long as possible. You want to save those losses. Hopefully you don't have any losses. You just go through and remain undefeated. But, yeah, if you can avoid going down to that gauntlet of a B bracket, you definitely put yourself in good position.
Looks like a 4 there for Welp and a 3 for Gina Feenstra.
And 4
So we've got a tied game after 3 throws.
Yeah, and that's the kind of throw we've been seeing from Gina a little bit, is that she's just kind of holding on to that axe just a little bit too long, not finding that right release point to live in that 5 and 6 ring. But with so many games being played, though, Joey, in a tournament, I mean, you can find your rhythm here.
4 and 4, Gina.
Couple 4s there from Welp and Feenstra.
All right, and this
16
is
all.
5, and you guys are
right
tied
in
at
between
16.
Feenstra and Welp, you will see what everybody is competing for here today. There it is, shining in all its glory.
Yeah, with it being a vacant belt, Casey Laserwolf Nines is the champion from the past league, but he's not in this league currently. So the belt is technically vacant right now, so we decided to throw it up just so everyone can see what they're fighting for.
Just a little reminder of what's at stake.
Absolutely. And, of course, Joey, we knew that all these tournament matches, I mean, everyone's so paired properly, and we're going to get close games here all night.
Bullseye in.
That's what you've come to expect here in the Battle Axe postseason. Great throw there from Ann Welp, a bullseye.
And as we were talking about last week, Joey, it's so many matches can come down to just one throw, and this match right now has that exact kind of feel to it. So we know that one throw is really going to determine the outcome of the game for either of these competitors. It's just a matter of which one it is.
We are tied at 30 with 3 throws to go. What a start to the postseason.
Nice throw there by Ann. I don't want to jinx her, but she hasn't had any of those things we were worrying about her having coming into this game.
She's now thrown bullseyes in 2 of her last 3 throws. She's got a 2-point advantage with 2 throws to go. Pressure's on now here for Gina Feenstra. She's got to throw a good axe here.
With the axe getting away from Ann there. So
Huge
Gina,
opportunity here for Feenstra.
2 and 4, Gina.
She does take advantage of it, so she's able to tie this thing up going into the 10th throw here, Joey.
Well, how about that? 38 all. 1 throw to go. The crowd going wild here at the Bustin' Axe.
Again, Ann trying to get used to that pressure now. This is her first match, her first tournament. We'll see how she does. Oh, wow.
4 and bullseye and
What a throw from Ann Welp with ice in her veins. She throws the bullseye
all right,
to get the
42,
win.
Gina, 44 and
44-42. What a start to the postseason, Bobby.
Well, if that doesn't get your blood flowing, Joey, I don't know what will. What a tremendous matchup. I mean, 44-42, coming down to that last throw, and with just incredible ice in her veins to throw that bullseye there on the 10th throw. Not worried about this double elimination tournament, or at least didn't look the part in this first matchup here. But for Gina, she really eliminated those mistakes. She had that 1-3 on her third throw, but she was able to recorrect her throw, and hopefully something that she can carry on into the B bracket and stave off elimination.
Great job out of Ann Welp, having a very short memory, throwing the 2 there on the 9th throw. That tied it up, and then she delivered the bullseye to get the win. We're going to get right into our next matchup. Eric the Scope Shizzle taking on Brandon, Mr. Average, Feenstra.
Yeah, so Mr. Average versus the Scope here. So this is another great matchup we're going to see. Eric coming in at the 5 seed and Brandon coming in at the 3 seed.
4 Eric, 5 Brandon.
So Brandon Feenstra out to the early lead here on Eric the Scope.
And of course, we've seen Brandon throughout this league really step up his game. We've talked about it time and again. You know, Mr. Average has elevated his average and really put himself in good position here to make a run in this tournament. And then, of course, for Eric the Scope, he's done a tremendous job. Earlier in the season, he was really aggressive with those kill shots. Didn't hit as many as he would like, so he found himself a little lower in the leaderboard than he would like. But over the last couple of weeks, really been focusing up on those points to put himself in good position as well for the double elimination tournament. Oh, my gosh.
Wow, a devastating drop there
Dropping bullseye
for Brandon Feenstra, and it gets even worse because Eric the Scope delivers a bullseye.
Wow. Well, that's something we haven't seen from Brandon all season long. I mean, he really hasn't had many drops, many mistakes, really. So we'll see how this, how he responds here. It looks like a 4 there.
Yeah, plenty of axes still to throw in this one. Plenty of time for Feenstra to get back in it, but
and 5 Eric.
he's going to have to play remarkably well here. He's down 6 with 6 throws to go.
All right, this
Well, it's
is
also,
your
too,
5th
Joey,
throw.
something that we've
Eric's up
seen
by
from Brandon,
6.
too. Sometimes the axe can stick in the board with a little, like the head of the axe is almost right up against the board there. So it's kind of a dangerous throw that he's been dancing around. Fortunate for him,
For
though,
Brandon,
he hasn't had a lot of
5
drops, but
Eric.
unfortunately on his third throw, he had that drop.
Eric the Scope extending his lead to 7, heading into the second half. Feenstra and Shizzle switch sides, and we're underway in the second half.
Looks like a 4 there for Brandon.
4 and
Another
4.
4 there for Eric. So, I mean, Brandon's still in this matchup here. I'd be interested to see if a kill shot comes into play at some point. He is down by 7 with 4 throws to go. So probably going to use a couple of these throws here to see how he can get back into this matchup.
That is so
But a nice throw
funny.
there.
Sorry. Bullseye and
But
5
Eric the Scope isn't giving him a lot of ground. Feenstra does pick up a point, though, so he's within 6. 3 throws to go. Shizzle kind of shaking off the arm there.
Well, keeping everything loose, he knows there's a lot of games to be played, hopefully, for both these competitors.
Bullseye.
But a couple bullseyes there.
Yeah, you're.
Eric's really not giving him an inch here. A couple throws to go. This is the kind of the time when you got to start thinking about that kill shot if you're going to go for it. But it doesn't look like Brandon's making the call. Maybe just waiting to see what he can do here. But it looks like a 4.
4 and
And that's
5
a
Eric.
5 there for Eric. So, all right, Joey, now's the time.
All right,
Well,
throw
it's too
time.
little too late at this point. A
Eric's up by
7-point advantage for Eric the Scope. I would have liked to have seen Feenstra go for the kill shot on that last throw there. Put a little pressure
Absolutely.
maybe on Shizzle. But instead, this is all a moot point here. It's just going to be Shizzle putting an exclamation point on this one. He's going to
For
stay
Eric,
alive in the A bracket.
Brandon.
Brandon Feenstra will have to work his way back in the B
All right,
bracket.
good game.
Eric
43,
Shizzle with an
Brandon,
impressive start to
49,
his
Eric.
postseason. A 49-43 win over Brandon Feenstra.
Yeah, to your point, Joey, Brandon really wasn't aggressive on that kill shot on the 9th throw. He probably should have gone for that to put some pressure on Eric. And, of course, then he set himself up to, if he were to go for the kill shot on the 10th throw, he was relying on Eric to make a mistake, something that we haven't seen from him very often. So Brandon not taking advantage even of the opportunity to go for that kill shot, just to try to get that muscle memory figured out for the rest of the tournament. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt him later on in the tournament. But as of now, he's heading down to the B bracket, and he'll have to work his way back.
A very average performance from Mr. Average here to start the postseason. Let's take a look at the current bracket. Matt Bradshaw will now take on Ann Welp. Eric Chisel moving on. He'll await the winner of Bradshaw versus Welp. Cody Yoakum will take on Nancy Kramer, and Beth Jen will be taking on Jenny Gokel. She advances past Maggie Chisel. We'll have much more postseason battle acts coming up straight after the break. Stay tuned to MC22. Welcome back to Postseason Battle Axe here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. I'm Joey the Jaw Danya alongside Bobby the Blade Bradford. Bobby, it's been an exciting start to the postseason.
We've definitely had some great matchups here to get the night started here, Joey. Brandon falling down to the B bracket, as well as Gina Finstra as well. But we all know that they can make a run in that B bracket, Joey.
We are just getting started in the postseason. A long way to go to crown a champion. Our next matchup, Nancy Kramer, will be taking on Cody Yoakum. Yoakum, of course, coming into this one as the 2 seed. He had a bye, and now he'll take on Kramer, who's coming off a win. So she's familiar with the board here heading into the postseason.
Yeah, Nancy coming in kind of struggling with finding that 4 ring, living in that vortex. She's been kind of finding that 2 and 3 ring a little bit more so than she would like. But Cody putting together a really nice season, looking to make a run here in this tournament.
I agree.
But there's a 4 there.
4 and 3.
And Cody looks like he could have been distracted by the crowd there a little bit.
That was me.
Well, the bright lights of the postseason and this incredible crowd getting to Cody Yoakum a little bit.
Yeah, so a 3 on his second throw, all tied up going into the third throw. Cody's got some work to do here. But a lot of throws left here, Joey.
He doesn't look rattled at all. He's just laughing it off, and there he delivers what looks like it could be a bullseye.
Yeah, when you put together a season that Cody has, I mean, I think he feels like he's in the driver's seat of this one, and he's in the driver's seat for most of the matches that he's in. So he's definitely comfortable throwing the axe. And for Nancy, she's got to focus on that vortex. She's been doing a really nice job so far. No real mistakes.
4 and 4.
As you can see, that axe is getting away from Cody there a little bit, though.
All right, and this is going to be your 5th throw. Cody's up by 2.
But for Nancy and her throw, Joey, I mean, there's just so much movement going on. And for any thrower, they really want to kind of minimize that movement. They don't really want to bring the axe back too far. It's kind of like a golf swing. You don't want to bring that club or that axe back too far because it can just create so many variables. So something that she's probably going to keep working on.
Let me check that, Cody.
To find that release point that she's looking for to live in that 5 and 6 ring. But
Cody.
as it stands right now, she's putting together a nice match, only down by 2 going into the turn.
Nothing but 4s from Nancy Kramer, but that one just missed being a 5, and that's how you want to miss if you're not getting a 5. You want to miss north-south.
Absolutely.
She had that one in line right there.
Yep, definitely not a lot of mistakes going on for her. I mean, in someone like Nancy with her game, she'll take those consistent 4s, kind of make that progression into that 5 and 6 ring. Her big thing is eliminating drops, eliminating those 2s and those 3s. But for Cody, he's really got to start putting this on because Nancy is right there behind him.
Yeah, you don't want to let her hang around too long if you're Cody Yoakum, and there's a big mistake from Nancy Kramer.
Bullseye, Cody.
And Cody Yoakum takes full advantage. A bullseye for Yoakum, his second of the match. He now leads by 5.
Yeah, and that's that's what happens in axe throwing, Joey. I mean, when you hit that bullseye and your other opponent makes a mistake, if they're living in that 2 and 3 ring or they have a drop, you can just increase your lead by a lot.
Cody Yoakum really focusing in here.
Nancy, bullseye,
and he
Cody.
delivers back-to-back bullseyes, extending his lead to 6. Great throw from Kramer, but Yoakum just a little better.
Right,
well, another frustrating aspect of axe throwing, Joey, is that when you throw a 5 or a 4 and your opponent throws a 6, you can't seem to gain any ground on them.
No kill shot attempt yet from Nancy Kramer.
No, but it looks like it could be a 5 if it's popping through on the right-hand side there for Nancy.
4, Cody.
This is
4,
a
Nancy.
chance to pick up a point, but it's a 4. So Cody
then this is
Yoakum
throw
leading
10.
42
Cody's up
to
by 6.
36. Only way that Nancy Kramer can stay alive would be with a drop here from Yoakum and a bullseye to send it to sudden death.
And
She's going to go for the
she's
kill
gonna go
shot,
for a
and
kill
the
shot.
crowd goes wild.
Nice. Well, we have not seen Nancy attempt a kill shot here, so we'll see how it goes. But for Cody, he's just got to focus on that board and make sure that axe hits.
Kramer looking to prove me wrong. I said, of course, she would have to get a drop. But now if Yoakum throws a 2 or a 1, Kramer can put herself in position to get a win. But Cody Yoakum pounds in the dagger. Good practice here for Nancy Kramer.
Yeah.
Can't get it to stick in the wood.
And
We'll see if
bullseye,
that's a
Cody.
bullseye for Yoakum. It is. An exclamation point on a great round for Cody Yoakum.
Good game.
He gets the win, 48 to 36.
Yeah, so a great round here for Cody Yoakum. Great way to start off the match or the tournament here for him with a nice score of 48. Really was able to overcome that 3 on his second throw. 4 bullseyes here in this match. So really something he wants to carry over into his next matchup. And then for Nancy Kramer, she's going to be heading down to the B bracket. But she really wants to continue this consistent throw that she's had. She's lived in that vortex. She had a nice 5 on her 8th throw. And as you mentioned, Joey, some of those 4s were really close to being 5s. And those 5s can turn into 6s in no time. So she can definitely kind of get in that groove and see how she plays out through the rest of the B bracket.
Cody Yoakum moving on in the A bracket. Our next matchup, Beth Jen will be taking on Jenny the Jet Gokul. So we've seen
live.
Jenny
Throw number 1.
officiating
Go get
all
it,
of our
ladies.
postseason matches thus far, and now we're going to get our first look at her as a competitor in the postseason.
Yes, and we, of course, we haven't seen Matt the Magic Man
That's a
Bradshaw
4 and
compete
6.
yet, but we get to see him officiate this matchup here. It's the second best version of the Magic
Throw
Man.
number 2.
Well, a great start for Beth Jen with a bullseye.
Yeah, and both these competitors have just put together a great season. Beth's taken tremendous steps to
4 or
improve her
5.
game. This is Jenny's first league throwing, but she's put up some really solid numbers.
Throw
really
number
quickly
3,
moved
Beth
in
up by
that 4,
3.
5, and 6 ring, eliminated drops. So this should be a tremendous matchup.
Jenny the Jet operating quickly, as
4-4.
she always does. Couple of 4s there from Jen and Gokul to keep it a 3-point advantage
Throw
for
number
Beth
4.
Jen.
Yeah, Jenny, of course, wasting no time, just getting up there, finding that rhythm, and hitting the board.
4 or 5.
Nice 5 there by Beth, sneaking in on the top part of that blade.
All right, this is throw
Able to
number
pick up
5.
a point here
Beth, you're
on
up by 4.
Jenny the Jet. So a 4-point lead going into the 5th throw here.
Jenny stuck in the vortex. Beth Jen
Nice.
4, 6.
building a big lead here in the first half of this
All
one.
right, touch him up,
A
switch him up.
bullseye to extend the lead
At
to
the turn,
6.
Yeah, Beth's
26,
definitely one
20.
of those throwers, Joey, that when she gets locked into that 5 and 6 ring, she can really put up an impressive score. And it looks like the start of her
5-4.
tournament, she's doing exactly that.
Yeah, if she can throw like this, she's going to be a really tough
on that
out here in
train.
the postseason.
She might have to make room for that belt here in her house. But a 4 there for Jenny.
Hold,
And
please.
another
I think
nice
that might
bullseye
have slid
there.
in there. She is off the train. 6-5.
Oh, so nice. That was a 5 there. Of course, Matt bringing his same energy to officiating here. So Jenny was able to find that 5 ring at the
This is
bottom
throw
part of
number
that
8.
blade. Sometimes that's all it takes, Joe, to start putting up some 5s and 6s.
And a great display of the
5-4.
camaraderie in this league. You could see the Magic Man was happy for
All right,
Jenny to
this
get
is
out
throw
of the
number 9.
vortex
Beth, you're
there.
up by 9, 42-33.
Beth Jen with a commanding lead,
On throw number 9.
and
Kill shot
she is
called on the
going for a
left.
kill shot.
Wow, she must be feeling really good right now. Feeling like she's in the zone. She's in command of this matchup for sure. Oh, and she hits it.
Hit
What a
and
throw
fair.
by Beth Jen. She hits the kill shot
This is throw number
She's at
10.
50.
Beth, you're up by 13, 50 to 37.
with one throw to go, and we're going to go
Kill
for a
shots
couple of
called on
kill
both
shots now
sides.
to
Here we
finish
go.
this one out.
Yeah, so Beth hitting that kill shot on her 9th throw, calls it again. Jenny very close. We'll have to get a closer look at that. Off the mark,
Yes. Miss
but not
and
by
miss.
much. Like the aggressive call, though.
Well done, you
What a
two.
fun finish
50
to this one.
37.
Beth Jen, an impressive round, the best round yet this
Nice job.
postseason. She gets the win 50 to 37.
Yeah, Beth coming out of the gates, very hot, throwing only 1-4 in that match, and of course hitting that kill shot on her 9th throw, being aggressive, going for that kill shot on the 10th throw. If she's going to be throwing like this, Joe, if she can carry this over, she's going to make a very deep run here in this A bracket. And then for Jenny, she just got stuck in that 4-tex. She hit that 5 on her 5th throw, but it was very close to being a 4. So definitely something she wants to get out of her system, out of her game. But I like the aggressive move of going for the kill shot on the 10th throw just to get used to throwing. And she held down to the B bracket, but I think she can make a run.
I indeed love the call to go for the kill shot. Beth Jen being the aggressor here. She's going to be a tough out this postseason. Let's take a look at the updated bracket. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw moving on past Ann Welp. He's going to take on Eric the Scope Shizzle. Cody Yoakum advancing past Nancy Kramer. And as we just saw, Beth Jen moving on. She'll take on Cody Yoakum. We've got a lot more Battle Axe to go before we crown a champion. We'll bring it to you straight ahead here on MC22. Welcome back to a postseason edition of Battle Axe, coming to you as always from the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. I'm Joey Danya alongside Bobby Bradford. We've yet to see the top overall seed, Matt the Magic Man, play here in the postseason, but you can expect we'll be seeing plenty of him here as these competitors make a run at a championship. And who better to ask about what it takes to win this tournament than the former 3-time champion. Here's Bradshaw on what it'll take to win this tournament.
I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for consistency into my bullseyes because I think it's going to end up coming down to possible kill shots. So I've been practicing on those at home, feel quite comfortable with them, was able to come down here and practice before the tournament starts and felt comfortable with that. So if I can keep the bullseye train going, I think I'll be all right. So at least if I need to have the kill shots, I think I have them in my bag that I can pull it out.
As we talked about all season, getting those kill shots in your arsenal will be huge here in the postseason. Bradshaw ready to throw them whenever he needs them.
Yeah, it's very, very important, especially when you're in a close matchup with competitors like Eric the Scope versus Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. We know what it's going to come down to. It's going to be a razor-thin margin of error here.
This could be a great one. Two former champions going head-to-head, Bradshaw versus Shizzle.
Looks like, a 5 there for Eric. Very close to being a bullseye, but missing just a little bit. And as we've said time and time again, Joey, we know that 4s do not get the job done here versus Matt the Magic Man. So Eric's got to really live in that 5 and 6 ring and, of course, be aggressive with that kill shot when he needs to. Nice 5 there.
5 and 5.
Looks like a 5 there for Matt the Magic Man as well.
Bradshaw coming in with a remarkable record of 29-0.
Looking to cap a perfect season here, Joey, is Matt the Magic Man. But as we know, Eric the Scope is looking to disrupt that.
And we know he's certainly capable of doing it.
Oh,
4 and bullseye.
looks like a 4 there for the Scope. But again, very close to being a 5. Something he's got his throw down. Just little tiny adjustments, but Matt the Magic Man living in that 5 and 6 ring like we're used to seeing.
The Scope is going to have to throw some bullseyes here.
And the thing with both these competitors too, Joey, looks like a couple nice 6s there.
Bullseye and bullseye.
They're so battle tested. They're so familiar with this tournament.
Okay. 5th
They're used to
throw,
going up
wraps
against
by
each other,
3.
so the nerves, everyone's very calm. You can just kind of sense it in the air. There's a real comfort between these two in this match.
Yeah, neither of these guys are going to get rattled. They know exactly what it takes to win in this
4 and
postseason.
bullseye.
And Bradshaw, nearly perfect in the first half of this one. His 4th bullseye. He'll take a 5-point lead into the second half.
Yeah, and Eric just missing that 5 ring by a little bit. Needs all the points he can get. But again, just doing a great job of living in that 5 and 6 ring. But man,
Bullseye, Matt.
when Matt's on like this, he's a tough competitor to beat, as we've seen time and time again.
All aboard the Bradshaw bullseye train.
And Jenny getting a close look. That is a closer look there for Eric. So a bullseye. As you can see there from the action cam, it looked like it's popping through in the left-hand side of that blade.
Yeah. It's like a
Doesn't matter how much of that red's shown, just as long as there is some.
And every point crucial right now for Eric the Scope Shizzle.
And of course, Matt with our first unicorn of the tournament here. Had to jinx him a little bit. It looks like that could be a 5, maybe a 6 if it's popping through on the bottom part of that blade.
Bullseye,
And it is ruled a bullseye.
That's 4 in a row for the Magic Man.
5,
And a
Eric.
5 there for... Yeah, so Eric missing on the other side of that bullseye, unable to get the call there. He's going to need a closer look just to make sure because he knows all the points matter a lot here versus the Magic Man. Down by 6 with 3 throws to go. I wonder if we're getting around kill shot time here, Joey.
You would think Eric the Scope knows that if he's going to have a shot, he's going to
Bullseye,
have to
Eric,
go
5,
for
Matt.
it. I would expect him to do just that here on his 9th throw.
Yeah, Eric is
This is throw
very
9,
comfortable with the
Matt's
kill
with
shot.
5. It's 41 to 46.
Yep, there's the call.
And
Nice.
he's going for it. Eric the Scope looking to put a little pressure on the Magic Man.
Looks like the Magic Man's going to play the board. Oh, we'll have to get a closer look.
And
Matt with a bullseye, and I think Jenny called a hit initially, so...
Bullseye,
Wow. So a hit there for Eric the Scope on the kill shot, down by 3. I think he's in the same
Okay.
position here, Joey.
Last
I think
throw,
he has to
Matt's
go
up
for it
by
again.
3. All right.
And he is. He's calling for it.
This is getting very interesting.
Oh. Speaking of getting interesting, Joey, Matt the Magic Man is going up as well. So Matt could just play the board.
Yeah, it's a very tough call. He's going to trust his kill shot abilities here.
Well, he talked about it in his interview. He has him in the back of his pocket if he needs it.
Well, no pressure now because the Scope misses the kill shot,
Misses
and the
it.
Magic Man gets the
All
win.
right. Good job.
52 to 49, the final. The
49,
Magic
Eric,
Man
52, Matt.
staying alive in the A bracket. Eric the Scope going down to the B bracket.
Wow, just a tremendous job by Eric the Scope there with, all the pressure on him on his 9th throw, going for that kill shot, knowing that was pretty much going to be the game. He hit that kill shot. Matt hit the bullseye, so he went in down by 3 into the 10th shot. But, kudos to Matt for accepting Eric's challenge as well for going for that kill shot, knowing that could have definitely sent him down to the B bracket and put him in a dangerous situation for people gunning after him. But tremendous matchup by Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. A lot of 6s, only a couple 5s for a nice round of 52.
Yeah, credit to Eric the Scope for putting the pressure on Bradshaw and putting himself in position to win it there on the final throw. Let's throw it down for an interview with Eric the Scope on how this match played out.
It was no big deal. You know what? We were both going up for kill shots on that last one. Had I got it, I would have won. Had he got it, he would have beat me. I mean, it was all a really close match. And you know what? I figured with some work, a little bit of chocolate milk, we're going to be able to get there. But I'm up against Jenny next. And I know that's a big, big issue. That's what we're focused on right now.
Eric the Scope going to be pounding that chocolate milk.
Whatever works, Joey. Whatever you need to advance in this tournament.
All righty, time for our next matchup. Beth Jen. She was hot in the last round. She'll look to keep it going against the 2 seed, Cody Yoakum.
Yeah, so both players coming in with a tremendous start to this tournament here, Joey. Beth at 21-8, Cody at 22-7. And a
5
5
and 4,
there
Cody.
for Beth and a 4 for Cody.
Yeah, Beth Jen put up a round of 50 in her win over Jenny Gokul. Could have been much more had she not missed the kill shot on her final throw.
Yeah, it's an impressive round, even considering you missed the kill shot on her 10th throw. And she looks like she's carrying this right over.
Bullseye,
And Cody
bullseye,
catching up a
nice.
little bit there as well. But yeah, Beth seems to be really locked in here so far, Joey.
And this is what you love to see is a competitor like Beth Jen who a few seasons prior was really stuck in that vortex,
Correct.
and now she's looking like one of the top competitors here in the postseason.
Yeah, really making that
Bullseye,
progression that we've
Cody.
seen other throwers make in their acts or in career. And it's always fun to
Bullseye,
watch,
Beth.
Joey. When people put the work in and you start seeing the results, it's just a great thing.
Back-to-back bullseyes from Jen and Yoakum.
A chance for both competitors to have what we dare not speak of, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we didn't jinx Beth in that situation.
4 and 5.
Cody very close, but it looks like a 5 there. He's able to tie this thing up going into the 5th throw.
We're tied. All right, 5th throw. Y'all are tied at 21.
21 all heading into the 5th throw here between Yoakum and Jen.
We should expect nothing less other than a close matchup here. It looks like Beth with a bullseye there on her bottom part of the blade. And looks like a
Bullseye,
5 there for Cody. Wait for the word there from
And
Jenny.
5, Cody.
So Beth Jen with another bullseye, her third of the match. She takes a 1-point advantage into the second half.
Ooh, wow. A rare mistake there for Beth,
Three,
and
Beth.
looks like a bullseye there for Cody.
Ooh, bullseye Cody.
Well,
Wow.
a big swing there. A 1-point deficit for Cody Yoakum, now a 2-point advantage.
How quickly the tides can turn here at the Bustin' Axe throwing range in the Week 8 double elimination tournament. So Beth's just got to focus on that board, find that throw. That's really her first mistake tonight.
You can't make many mistakes here in the postseason.
5, Cody.
But kudos to Cody, though, for taking advantage of Beth's 3 there.
Now, of course, Beth Jen hit a kill shot in her previous match, and she attempted 2 of them, so
Yes.
perhaps that could pay off big time here against Cody Yoakum.
And this is the time of the tournament, Joey, where you really have to be comfortable being the aggressor. And we saw
Poor
Beth
Cody,
in
bullseye
the last matchup. She was definitely the aggressor, doing a really nice job of tying this thing up, capitalizing on Cody's 4.
Okay, throw 9.
Both
You guys
competitors
are
look like they're
tied.
locked in, focused.
And no need to get too aggressive now for Jen. She's tied this one up with 2 throws to go.
Looks like a bullseye there. And that could be a bullseye there for Cody as well.
Bullseye Beth.
Huge ruling coming here from Jenny the Jet.
And bullseye
Wow.
Cody.
Bullseyes from Jen and Yoakum,
All right, this is
47
throw time, and
all,
you're both
going into the
tied at
10th throw.
47.
Well, we haven't had sudden death yet, Joey. Maybe this is the matchup that we get it here. Both competitors are very locked in, going point for point.
Doesn't get better than this.
Ooh, that's a 4 there for Beth. And a 5 there for
5,
Cody.
4, Beth.
Cody
Wow.
Yoakum winning by the slimmest
All right,
of
good game,
margins,
51, Beth.
52 to 51
Cody.
over Beth Jen.
Well, Joey, we talk all the time about how these really close matches can come down to just one throw, and we just saw it right there, that match coming down to that 10th throw. Beth unfortunately found that 4 ring, and Cody, to his credit, found that 5 ring to come out the victor. So Beth will head down to the B bracket, but she's throwing very aggressively. She's locked in, so she's definitely a dangerous competitor down the B bracket. Cody Yoakum will advance and face Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw.
Yeah, this one's got a sting for Beth Jen, but she's got to have a short memory and just keep things rolling down in the B bracket to try to make a run. Let's throw it down for an interview with Beth Jen on how this one played out.
It was great. I mean, Cody and I have played great matches all season. And so to face him in the tournament, I was really excited because I knew that it was going to be a great match regardless of who won. So, we were going shot for shot, or I'd get up 1 and then he'd get up 1, and we were going back and forth. And going into that 10th throw, I thought about challenging him to go up for the kill shot. Because, if we both missed or both hit it, we would have gone to sudden death anyway. So one of us would have had to have hit it. And I hit one in my first match, so I thought about it. I ended up not doing it. In retrospect, maybe I would have. But, he told me after, he said, if you would have gone up, I would have gone up. So I'm like, well, if you had the nerve to actually challenge me to go up, then, I would have gone up and I would have hit it. So, it was a really fun match, and I look forward to more good matches throughout the rest of the tournament.
Well, Beth Jen will look to keep things going in the B bracket. Meanwhile, Cody Yoakum staying alive in the A bracket. A lot more Battle Axe to come. Let's take a look at the updated bracket. Matt the Magic Man advancing. He'll now take on Cody Yoakum. The 1 and 2 seed will go head-to-head.
It's going to be a tremendous matchup, and we're going to head down to the B bracket here in our next segment, Joey. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait. We'll bring it to you straight ahead here on MC22. Stay tuned for more Battle Axe. Welcome back to Postseason Battle Axe here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. Joey Danya alongside Bobby Bradford. We are here to crown a new champion of Battle Axe, and in the A bracket, it's been all chalk, the 1 seed and the 2 seed. Ready to go head-to-head. The winner will advance to the championship series. Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw taking on Cody Yoakum. This one should be a dandy.
Yeah, we had tremendous matchups to get to this point, Joey. I mean, definitely could have been Beth Jen facing Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. And, of course, Eric Shizzle took Matt the Magic Man down to the last throw as well. So, 2 worthy, battle-tested competitors here
Bullseye,
fighting for the
Cody.
championship of the A bracket, awaiting the
5
survivor of the B bracket.
Axis so shiny.
Cody Yoakum out to the early lead here on Bradshaw.
Yeah, so Cody with a nice aggressive bullseye there to get the match started. And we've talked about it time and time again. You don't play Matt the Magic Man. You play the board. You don't worry about what he's thrown. He's going to be consistent. He's going to do that. You just have to be locked in on your game.
I also have it.
Something that's really interesting. I would really like to see Beth Jen face Matt the Magic Man with how locked in she's been so far with their couple matches. She was definitely in the mindset to beat the Magic Man here tonight.
That first matchup she had was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of round, she can beat anybody. We'll see if she can work her way back in the B bracket.
It's still very possible we could see that matchup coming down the road here.
And if somehow Cody Yoakum can take down Bradshaw, we could see a Bradshaw versus Jen matchup with the season on the line.
Yeah, but Cody doing a nice job. 2 bullseyes in his first 3 throws. Again, you can see just little movement. Looks like that could be another bullseye there for Cody on the left-hand side.
And 5
Oh, and a devastating ruling there for Cody Yoakum.
All right, 5th throw. and
Need
you
all
guys
the
are
points you
tied
can
at, 21.
Yeah, every point just crucial when you're going up against the 3-time champion.
And you can just tell Matt, again, he almost has that blade, Joey, so he just doesn't even see his competitor. You know, he can't even look out the side of their eye and see what they're
Matt,
doing because
5
he's so
Cody.
locked in and focused. And just a picturesque bullseye there by Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw.
Bradshaw will take a 1-point lead into the second half. Should be a fun finish here between these two.
But Cody in good position. He's got 5 throws to go. He definitely has been finding that 5 and 6 ring. Just needs to stick within it, and
Poor
he
Cody,
missed it
bullseye
there.
Matt.
And now it's really important for Cody just to kind of regroup. These are 4 very important throws. And he just needs to focus up, concentrate, and stay aggressive.
Look at that focus from the Magic Man.
And it looks like a 5, so there's a opening here for Cody.
5 Matt, 4 Cody.
And he's unable to take advantage and even unable to just keep pace with the Magic Man. Very close to being a 5, but unfortunately for him, it was a 4. So now a 4-point lead. And now we're getting into kill shot territory here, Joey.
Yeah, a 4-point deficit is a big deficit against any competitor, but when you're going up against the Magic Man,
Bullseye Matt, 3 Cody.
it's almost insurmountable. And now Yoakum is in a position where he's pretty much got no choice but to go for the kill shot. He wants Jenny to come get another look at this one, see if perhaps it's a 4.
Yep, 3.
So hoping that maybe it could be a 4.
This is throw 9.
Unfortunately, it's
Matt's
a
up by 7.
devastating 3. I want to see Cody go for the kill shot here.
It doesn't look like he is, and yeah, I don't like this call here. You've got to be aggressive.
Yep. You have to make up as many points as you can. You know, Matt's going to just living in that bullseye
and
5
4.
ring.
Cody.
So just not the aggressive move that we wanted to see out of Cody
Throw,
Yoakum
Matt's
here.
up by 9.
Bradshaw on fire, and now they're going to go for the kill shots here.
Yeah, a little too late here for Cody Yoakum, but maybe just to get that practice going down to the B bracket. He's at a really nice A bracket, so he doesn't have to face as many competitors down there. So just get some more practice with that kill shot. Matt just with a dagger. Oh, and
Wow.
Cody, we're going to have to get it. I don't think he got it. We'll have to wait for Jenny to take a look here.
Miss and hit.
But so very close, though.
Well, what a round for Matt the
Good game,
Magic Man
41, Cody,
Bradshaw.
58, Matt.
He's moving on to the championship, winning this one 58-41.
Matt survives the A bracket. He will await the survivor of the B bracket. Just an impressive round there of 58, hitting that kill shot on 8th throw. You can tell he's just locked in, confident, aggressive, just a master of his game right now. And then for Cody Yoakum, kind of just the wheels fell off after that turn. It seemed like that 4 that he threw on his 6th throw really didn't set him up for success for the rest of the match here. And then he just wasn't aggressive on that 9th throw, going for that kill shot, which could have put some pressure on Matt.
Well, we know Bradshaw will play in the championship. Who he will take on, yet to be determined. Time to find out who's going to advance in the B bracket, where it's win or go home. Nancy Kramer will be taking on Jenny the Jet Gokul.
Well, this is where it gets fun, Joey. Now we're down in the gauntlet of the B bracket.
Throw number 1.
It's no longer win and go on through the A bracket. It is now win or go home.
The pressure on here between Gokul and
4-5.
Kramer. Nice start for Jenny the Jet. She's got a 1-point lead.
Yeah, so Jenny probably relieved just to see
Throw
that
number
5
two.
on her first throw. She had so many 4s on her previous matchup. So just to kind of get out of the gate, throwing a nice 5. Finding that vortex there, but
3-4.
able to pick up a point on Nancy, who threw a 3. Unfortunately, that axe getting away from her a little bit.
All right, this is throw number 3, Jenny by 2.
Well, Jenny the Jet taking a little bit of time here on her third throw, more time than she typically does.
Well, she found herself in that
4-6.
vortex a little bit, and maybe just need to make some adjustments to
This is throw number
lock into
4,
that 5 and
Jenny
6
by
ring a little
4.
bit. But a nice bullseye there on her third throw. Take a 4-point lead going into the fourth throw. Nancy's definitely got some work to do. There's a nice throw by
Please,
Nancy.
5
Looks like a
left.
5 there.
And 4.
Unfortunately for Jenny, it is a 4. Axe not popping through in the
All
top
right,
part of
this is
that
throw
blade.
number 5, Jenny by 3.
So Nancy Kramer getting a point back on Gokul. She's within 3.
There's a nice response there by Jenny. Looks like that could be a 5. And a
2-5.
devastating 2. That's what we've seen kind of plague Nancy's game a little
All
bit.
right, at the turn,
The
it is
2s and 3s.
24-18. Touch them up, switch them up.
Coming off that nice
please.
5. You never want to see that, Joey.
It is now a 6-point lead for Gokul heading into the second half. She throws a 4 to start the second half.
4-1.
Another big-time mistake from
Wow.
Nancy Kramer. This one is getting out of hand in a hurry.
Yeah, almost should
Throw
have called
number
for the
7.
kill shot there, just in case, you know.
Well, she's going to have to call for the kill shot pretty soon if she wants to get back into this
4-4.
one.
Well, and this is a good test here for Jenny. She's obviously the aggressor right now. She's got a nice lead. I want to see maybe if
Throw
she's going to go
number
for a
8,
kill
Jenny
shot,
by
kind of
9.
like what Beth did when she was playing Jenny earlier in this tournament. There's a nice bullseye. Just find that really consistent,
6-3.
aggressive rhythm and continue on in the B bracket where you know you have to fight for
This
your
is
life.
throw number 9, Jenny by 12.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to try it just yet, but on the 10th throw, I'd love to see her
Yeah,
go for it.
just
if,
one.
If you're in position where, regardless of what happens on that last throw, you still win, why not?
Exactly. All season long, we
5-4.
talk about points decide the seeding for the this
All right,
tournament.
here we are. Throw
Points
number
don't matter
10,
anymore. It's
43
wins
to
and
30.
losses now.
So Jenny the Jet up by 13 heading into the final throw,
Yep.
and it doesn't appear she's going to go for the kill shot.
No, and again, something I'd like to see her try. As it stands,
Looks like
though,
we
it's a
have a
couple
5 and
4.
4.
Oh, a 5 there for Jenny. Ruled a 5. It looks like a 4 here from.
Okay.
Looks
4.
like Jenny's going to agree with me as well. Matt, take a look. Matt, we haven't talked about Matt's pickle pants yet, but
Is
definitely
correct.
rocking some kosher duds here tonight.
And the shoes to match. So Jenny Gokul with a nice round here, 47-34. She's staying alive in the B bracket.
Yeah, that's the response that we wanted to see from Jenny the Jet, going down to the B bracket, fighting for her life. She had a couple bullseyes there. Definitely stayed out of that vortex. She had a couple 4s there on her 6th and 7th throw, but was able to get out of it. So really didn't consistently get stuck in that vortex. And then for Nancy, her season comes to an end. Unfortunately for her, just too many 2s, 3s, and of course that devastating 1 on her 6th throw. But she's making progress in her game. She's got to start living in that vortex and start making her way to that 5 and 6 ring.
Yeah, and you just can't have mistakes like the 2 that she had in this one and expect to win in the postseason. Jenny Gokul moving on. Let's take a look at the updated B bracket. There you see Eric the Scope Shizzle will now take on Jenny Gokul, and Beth Jen will take on Brandon Feenstra. Cody Yoakum awaiting the winner in the championship series of the B bracket.
A lot of great matchups still to come. Can't
We'll
wait.
bring them to you straight ahead on MC22. Stay tuned for more Battle Axe. Welcome back to a postseason edition of Battle Axe from the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. I'm Joey Danya alongside Bobby Bradford. It's been a thrilling postseason, and we've still got a few matches to go to crown a Battle Axe champion, Bobby.
Oh, man, it's been a great tournament so far. Just a lot of tremendous matchups. And the winner of this B bracket, or survivor of this B bracket, will face Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw to take home that lovely belt.
Brandon Feenstra will be taking on Beth Jen here in the B bracket. Winner go home.
Yeah, two very skilled competitors. Brandon coming in at 22 and 8, Beth at 21 and 9.
Bullseye, Brandon.
We've seen Beth put together a great tournament. Brandon's put together a fantastic season. Didn't come out of the gate super hot, but he finds himself in the B bracket advancing. And a nice start with the bullseye there.
Meanwhile, Beth Jen did come out of the gates incredibly hot. We'll look if she can keep it rolling here in the B bracket and perhaps make it all the way back to the A bracket to take on Bradshaw in the championship.
Yeah, we'll see how Beth Jen responds from that loss to Cody Yoakum. I mean, it was very, very close. It was a 1-point game. So we'll see if she can continue that momentum, continue her aggressive style of play. Looks like that could be a 5 if it's popping through in the top part of that blade. And it could be a 5 for Brandon. So rule of 4. Looks like there's leaving room for a second opinion to be called. Brandon getting a closer look at it. And he agrees with the call. So Brandon still with a 1-point lead going into the 4th throw. There's a nice throw there by Beth. That could be a bullseye if it's popping through, and a nice throw there by Brandon.
Yeah, that's just an example of a
All right,
great throw
fifth
from
throw,
Jen, but
Brandon's
a
up by
better
2.
throw from Feenstra. He extends his lead to 2. Jen getting a close look at it. She was hoping it was a bullseye.
Yeah, hoping to see any of that red popping through on the right-hand side. Beth, of course, knowing that points are going to be very, very important here with this close matchup. Looks like that's a couple 5s. We're going to have to get a closer
5
look.
Beth, 5 Brandon.
And you can just tell, Joey, I mean, with these two competitors, I mean, they're so evenly matched. You know, Jenny's had to get up close to those boards for almost every single throw because they're not missing that 4, 5, and 6 ring by much.
Feenstra and Jen dialed in here with the season on the line.
4 and 5.
Nice throw there by Brandon. He's really getting locked in. Last 3 throws, 6, 5, 5. Has a 3-point lead going into the 7th throw.
Well, Jen is going to have to get hot here with her last 4 throws.
Ooh.
And we
4 Beth.
know that she's certainly more than capable of doing that.
4 Brandon.
So a 4 there for Brandon. Beth unable to capitalize. Still a 3-point game, though, Joey. I mean, Brandon can definitely hit a 3, and we've seen Beth hit a kill shot already. So she can tie this thing up if she just keeps pace. Hopefully gains a point on him.
3 throws to go.
Looks like that's a 5 there.
4 Beth, 5 Brandon.
So she goes the opposite route. She loses another point. She's down by 4.
All right.
This is kill
throw
shot time.
9.
I mean, it's got to be, right?
35 to
It
39.
looks like
Brandon's
she's
up by
really thinking it over,
Okay.
And I think we
and
got
she's
the call.
going to go for it.
We got the call. We'll see what Brandon does. Oh, but ice in his veins, Mr. Feenstra. With a 5 there, Beth missing the
5
kill shot,
Brandon.
unfortunately.
0 Beth. All right.
It was an aggressive spot.
Last throw. Brandon's up by 9.
Unfortunately for Beth, it looks like her season's going to be coming to an end, so, but she decides to go for a kill shot
Hey.
just for the fun of it.
Well, I love the call to go for the kill shot there on the 8th throw. She had hit one earlier here today.
All right, miss and
Yep.
miss.
Why not see if you can get it? Bet Jen,
Good game. 35
a great
Beth,
postseason run
44
coming to an
Brandon.
end. Brandon Feenstra moving on, staying alive in the B bracket.
Yeah, just a tremendous tournament and season for Beth Jen. Unfortunately for her, it comes to an end at the hands of Brandon, Mr. Average Feenstra. But just a tremendous matchup. Definitely a competitor to look forward for next season, and she could be taking home this belt anytime. And then for Brandon, just a nice job putting together a really aggressive game. I love that he went for the kill shot on that 10th throw, Joey, because I think that's something that he's going to have in his back pocket come other matchups that he has down the B bracket and then maybe into the A bracket.
Yeah, it's something we hadn't seen yet from Mr. Average here in the postseason, so I agree with you. It was great to see him go for it, and it could pay off here in the postseason later on. Eric the Scope Shizzle looking to stay alive in the B bracket and make it back to the championship. He's going to take on
Go.
Jenny the
All right,
Jet
lanes are open.
Gokul.
Throw number
This
1.
should be a fun one. They've kind of had a nice little rivalry going all season.
They absolutely have, and we know from Eric's interview that he was circling this matchup. He knew it was a
4,
big
4.
one. So yeah, they've been going back and forth all season long,
Throw number 2.
jawing over who is the bigger Taylor Swift fan. A lot on the line here, Joey.
Yeah, and it's a fun rivalry. These two have a lot of respect for one another, and they have a lot of fun out there going head-to-head.
Man, it's look like initial 5 there for Jenny, but getting that look at that action cam,
6-5.
looked like that could have been a bullseye. And that's exactly what it was.
6-5.
Jenny's so locked into the
All
rivalry.
right,
She
throw
didn't even
number
hear
3, Jenny's up by 1.
Matt's call there.
So Jenny the Jet with a 1-point lead after the first couple of throws.
Looks like that could be a 5 there, Joey. And a 4, possibly a 5.
5 and 4.
But it is ruled a 4, not popping through on the right-hand side of that blade.
Throw number 4, Jenny by 2.
So Jenny with a 2-point lead going into the 4th throw. The axe getting away from her a little bit there. Looks like a solid 4.
Yeah, just missed the 5.
4-5.
Eric able to capitalize. That's one of the things Eric has in his back pocket.
This is
that
throw number 5.
He's so
Jenny's
good at
up by
capitalizing
1,
on your
19,
mistakes.
18.
When you throw that 4, he'll more often than not will find that 5 or 6 ring.
Well, we've got a good one brewing here between Jenny the Jet and Eric the Scope. See if he can take advantage again of another miscue from Gokul, and indeed he does.
Yes,
4-5.
he does. Jenny lucky that wasn't a 3. Eric able to tie this thing
All right,
up.
touch him up, switch him
But
up.
that gets into
Guess
the
what?
mental
We're tied at
aspect of this
23.
the sport here, Joey. I mean, when you're able to consistently capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, it can really get into your opponent's head.
Eric the Scope
6-4.
pumping up the crowd and getting right up close into the camera, coming into your living room.
All right, this
Turning
is
up
throw
that fun
number
meter
7,
for
Eric by
all to
2.
see. As we know, Eric's been prioritizing fun this entire season, which is evident by the roar of the crowd.
6-6.
A couple nice throws there. So Jenny down by 2 with 3 throws to go.
This is throw number 8, Eric by 2.
We haven't seen her go for a kill shot yet. We'll see if she does here.
Getting away from her there a little bit.
Eric the Scope looking to extend the lead here, and he
5-4.
does.
Just an uncanny ability to capitalize on his opponent's
Throw
mistakes,
number
Joey.
9, Eric by 3, 40
And
to
that's why when you
37.
go up against somebody like Matt the Magic Man who doesn't make mistakes, it's very, very difficult to gain any kind of traction. But a nice throw there by Jenny. Looks like a 5.
Hold, please.
And Eric with a 4.
Snuck in.
Well, if this is a 5,
4-4.
Gokul would have been within 2, but instead it's a 3-point lead for
All right, this is throw number
Shizzle
10,
heading
Eric
into the
by
final
3,
throw.
44, 41.
We'll see if Jenny goes for the kill shot.
We
She's
just
going to
got
do
Kill
it.
shot call on right.
Just got the call.
Kill shot call on left. Here we go.
Oh, and Eric called the kill shot as well.
Both Gokul and Shizzle going for the kill
Wow.
shot.
So very reminiscent of Matt and Eric's matchup. Jenny off the mark
Miss
there.
and miss.
Eric is as well. But a valiant effort.
Eric the Scope
Eric
Shizzle
takes that
staying
one, 44,
alive.
41. Good match, guys.
He's moving on in the B bracket. Jenny Gokul, a great debut season here on Battle Axe, and it comes to an end here against Eric the Scope.
Yeah, Jenny can absolutely hang her hat on a tremendous season. Unfortunately for her, it comes to an end at the hands of Eric the Scope Shizzle. I'm sure something that she'll be hearing about for a long time. But very aggressive move on the 10th throw. She had to go for it. She had to hope for Eric to throw a 5 to tie this thing up. But Eric very courageously went for that kill shot with her as well, knowing that she could hit it and he could not, and then he would also be ending his season. So put a lot on the line there, but he comes out the victor, and he'll advance in the B bracket.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket. Eric the Scope will now take on Brandon Feenstra. The winner of that one will take on Cody Yoakum with a trip to the championship on the line, where Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw awaits.
You can feel it in the air, Joey. We're about to crown a champion.
And we will do that straight ahead with more Battle Axe coming up. Stay tuned here on MC22. Welcome back to a postseason episode of Battle Axe. We are here at the Boston Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque to crown a Battle Axe champion, and we are getting awfully close to the championship matchup.
Yeah, we've seen some tremendous competitors end their season in the B bracket here, and other competitors have advanced, and it's going to be a pretty exciting finish here, Joey.
Just 3 competitors remain in the B bracket. 2 of them right now going head-to-head. Eric the Scope Shizzle taking on Brandon Feenstra. The winner of this one will advance to take on Cody Yoakum for a trip to the championship series.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a great matchup. Brandon defeating Beth Jen,
For Brandon.
ending her season, and then Eric
Bullseye, Eric.
right off of defeating Jenny the Jet.
So Eric the Scope out to the early lead here after a bullseye.
Yeah, so Eric finding that bullseye ring, staying very consistent. But then for Brandon, it looks like that could be a 4 if it's popping through. Could be a 5. It looks like that's a 5 there
Eric.
for Eric the Scope.
For Brandon.
And a 4 there for Brandon. So
Quickly a 3-point advantage for Eric the Scope.
yeah, and as we've seen by both competitors, though, I mean, they've been living in that 5 and 6 ring. Both have attempted kill shots. Eric's hit a kill shot. I wouldn't be surprised if the game comes down to that.
Bullseye.
Looks like that's a bullseye there for Eric the Scope.
2 bullseyes in his first 3 throws. Eric the Scope out to a strong start here against Brandon Feenstra. He's leading 17-13.
Yeah, do you think you can smell that championship game coming?
Well, he's been there before, and you know he wants it back.
For Eric.
Once you've been on top of that mountain,
Yeah.
you just
Bye,
yearn to
Brandon.
get back there.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where, and you're familiar with the feeling,
This is your
quite
5th
honestly.
Row.
You know,
Eric's up by 3.
you've completed that journey, and you want to do it again. But Eric losing a point there to Brandon Feenstra in that last throw.
21-18, Shizzle
For Brandon.
with
5
the
Eric.
3-point advantage.
But Eric able to get that point right back going into the turn.
And I'll have you switch.
But yeah, both competitors very locked in. Definitely a very close matchup. Couple
4 and
4s
4?
X getting away from. I think I saw a little bit of shaking the head there from Eric the Scope. None too pleased with that 4 that he just threw.
Yeah, obviously he's in position to be happy trading points with Brandon Feenstra, but when you're as good of a competitor as Eric Shizzle, you always want nothing but
5 Eric.
perfection.
For Brandon.
He wants to really put his foot on the gas and put this one away.
Well, and he
This is
knows
throw
what it's
8,
like to,
Eric, by
you know,
5.
capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, but he doesn't want to be the person making mistakes, having his opponent capitalize on those. There's a nice throw there by Brandon, and that looks
For
like that's a
Eric,
4 there
5
for
Brandon.
Eric the Scope.
All right.
So
throw
Feenstra
9.
gets within 4 now. 2 throws to go.
So again, could be kill shot territory. That's kind of more of a judgment call here. I mean, they've been trading points. It's been ever so
For
close.
Brandon. 5 Eric.
Brandon falls down, falls another point.
All right. Last throw. Eric's up by 5.
And it looks like Brandon just made the call for the
Alright.
kill shot, and so did Eric the Scope.
How about that? A 5-point lead for Shizzle, but it's all coming down to this because Feenstra and Shizzle are going for the kill shot.
Oh, and it looks like Brandon hit it.
Wow. If Feenstra
Wow.
hit this, he's
This
moving
Eric
on.
hit
He
Brandon.
did hit it.
How about that?
Alright.
Brandon Feenstra
44 Eric.
with a
47
kill
Brandon.
shot to take down Eric the Scope.
Wow. So you can see there, I mean, Brandon was dead to rights in this matchup. He was down by 4 going into that 10th throw. He called for the kill shot. Eric, like he's done all tournament long, called for that kill shot as well. And Brandon was able to hit that kill shot to advance into the B bracket. He'll face Cody Yoakum. And Eric Shizzle ends his tremendous season, very aggressive with that kill shot. But unfortunately for him, it was his undoing this time.
Well, this is what we talked about all season long. Having that kill shot in your arsenal is huge when you get to the postseason, and it comes through in the clutch for Brandon Feenstra. He's staying alive, moving on in the B bracket. Here's an interview with Mr. Average about what it took to get this done.
It's huge, you know, and I was down by quite a bit. Even if I wouldn't have gotten a bullseye, I still wouldn't have won. And we both went for the kill shot, and I got it, and he didn't, and that's all the difference.
Very well spoken there from Mr. Average.
Yeah, Mr. Average, I mean, he's cool, calm, and collected. He doesn't get too high or too low. So this should be a very interesting matchup between him and Cody Yoakum.
Mr. Average looking to keep it going. He's going to take on Cody Yoakum with a trip to the championship on the line.
Yeah, the winner of this matchup will face Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, who, Joey, has had to take a little bit of a break here, so maybe to catch him on his heels. So
Bullseye, Cody.
both competitors
5
really want to
Brandon.
come out playing hot.
Yeah, if there's any downside to the A bracket, that's it. You got to sit around and wait a while after you advance to the championship to find out who you're playing.
It's one of those things you can practice all you want on other ranges, but you're not getting that feel of the tournament competition. So you definitely can get cold.
4 Brandon,
Yeah,
5
you
Cody.
can't simulate that do or die mentality when you get out there and actually play with the championship belt on the line.
Exactly. And as we've said before, too, I mean, in the tournament, you're playing so many games, so fatigue is definitely an issue, especially for these competitors that have to go down to the B bracket and play even more games. And that might be
4
what
and
we're
4.
seeing right now. A couple fours there by Brandon and Cody. That axe does start to get very heavy.
Well, they've been going at it for a long time here today to get to this point. They got to dig deep with the season on the line.
Looks like a 5 there for Brandon.
5 and
And another
5.
5 there for Cody. So matching points. Cody with a 2-point lead going into the 5th throw.
All right, this is your 5th throw. Cody's up by 2.
But yeah, the tension's in the air.
It looks like it
5,
might be
Cody.
a 5 for Feenstra,
And 4 Brandon.
but he just missed it. So Cody Yoakum extends his lead to 3 heading into the second half.
Yeah, Brandon didn't miss that 5 ring by very much. It wasn't popping through on that right-hand side.
So Feenstra and Yoakum switch sides.
5 and bullseye.
Ooh,
Cody.
nice bullseye there by Cody. And a 5 there for Brandon. So don't look now, but Cody's starting to turn it on here, Joey.
Well, this is the position Feenstra found himself in against Eric the Scope. He was down by 3 and 4 throughout most of the match. And then he, of course,
Correct.
delivered the kill shot of the
Brandon.
tournament.
Absolutely. But a nice bullseye there
Cody.
by Brandon Feenstra. And a 5 there for Cody. I wonder how much that match that Cody had with Beth Jen kind of affected how he's been throwing the rest of the tournament, because it seems like he's kind of turned on much more of an aggressive style. He's living in that 5 and 6 ring much more consistently. But sometimes it just takes a close matchup like that to kind of get your focus locked in and realize what you're fighting for.
5 Cody.
Well, Brandon Feenstra starting to heat
All
up
right,
a little
this is
bit.
Throw 9.
Back-to-back
Cody's up by
bullseyes to
2.
get within 2. 2 throws to go.
And of course, on the other side, Joey, there's nothing like having your back up against the wall, knowing that you have to win this game to stave off elimination. Brandon unable to
4
hit
Brandon,
that
5
unicorn, but still just a 3-point game going into the 10th throw.
All right,
Is
last
Feenstra
throw.
going
Cody's
to
up
go
by
for the
3.
kill shot?
I think
Yes, he is.
I mean, you have to. I mean,
Okay.
as is tradition with this tournament so far, Joey, it looks like Cody Yoakum is going to go up with him. Just a very interesting strategy by these competitors.
Miss and miss. All right,
Well,
dig
Cody
in.
Yoakum
43 Brandon.
advancing
46 Cody.
to the championship, 46
game.
to 43.
Yeah, so Cody Yoakum survives the B bracket. He'll head back to the A bracket to face Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw in a best of 3. Cody put up a nice score of 46, and Brandon put up a nice score of 43. Unfortunately for Brandon, his tremendous season comes to an end, and Cody will head on back to the A bracket. But both players did a really nice job of being aggressive, especially with that kill shot on that 10th throw. And I think that's something that will help them in seasons to come.
It's going to be Cody Yoakum versus Matt Bradshaw for the championship. We will bring it to you straight ahead on MC22. Stay tuned for the championship of Battle Axe. Welcome back to Postseason Battle Axe, and we are just about ready to get our championship series underway here at the Bustin' Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque. I'm Joey Danya alongside Bobby the Blade Bradford, and Bobby, we've got a good championship in store.
As you said, Joey, we have all chalk finals here, 1 seed versus the 2 seed, so this should be a good one.
Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw taking on Cody Yoakum here for the championship.
Every other instrument.
Bradshaw, of course, advancing through the A bracket. He's yet to lose in the postseason. Yoakum working his way back in the B bracket to put himself here in the championship.
Matt has yet to lose in the tournament and the season, Joey. So Matt looking to cap off a perfect season. Cody is the only thing standing in the way of Matt having a perfect season.
5 Matt.
Matt looking to get back that belt for the 4th time in his Battle Axe career.
Cody with a 4 to start off the match again. He's faced Matt before, and he's just got to focus on that board. Don't worry about what the Magic Man does. Looks like a 5 there for the Magic Man. Axe getting away.
3, Cody.
3, wow.
5, Matt.
So Cody was hoping that was going to be a 4. We know 4s don't get it done. 3s definitely don't get it done versus Matt the Magic Man. But fortunately for Cody, it's early in the match, so there's time to come back. But he's got to get rid of those right now.
And fortunately for Joachim as well, Bradshaw has yet to throw a bullseye, so it's only a 3-point deficit.
There you
Bullseye,
go.
bullseye.
3-point
Nice.
deficit is a lot against Bradshaw, but Joachim and Bradshaw heating up there with a couple of bullseyes.
Yeah, you can see even with the title on the line, Matt's still cheering on his competition. Happy to see them throw a bullseye as well.
That's the incredible sportsmanship that we love here on this show.
And it looks like that could be a 5, possibly
Or
a
Cody,
bullseye there
bullseye,
from Matt. Ruled a bullseye, so popping through in the bottom part of that blade. And that's another thing with
All right,
how
fifth
Matt's
throw, Matt's
throw
up by
lands on
5.
that board. I mean, that whole blade is getting in there. So, I mean, he can really eat up some points even when he's off the mark by a little bit.
Incredible focus, as always, from Bradshaw.
Nice. There.
Bullseye, bullseye.
And we've got a unicorn. 3 straight bullseyes from Bradshaw. Joachim with his second bullseye in his last 3 throws. It's a 5-point lead for Bradshaw heading into the second half.
Not the position Cody wants to be in, but he is still in this game.
Bullseye, Matt.
Again,
4,
can't have
Cody.
those 4s going in up against Matt the Magic Man.
Bradshaw dialed in 4 straight bullseyes to build a 7-point advantage.
But again, this is a best-of-3 series, so Cody, he just has to, if he goes down in this matchup, he just has to find something positive to take into the next matchup.
5, Cody. 5, Matt.
And another 5 there for Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw.
So it remains a 7-point lead. 3 throws to go. If you're Joachim, I think you play this one straight up, and then you really start thinking about going for the kill shot on the 9th throw.
Exactly. If for nothing else, just to get that practice in there. As we've seen before,
5, Cody.
kill shots can really change the tide of a game.
5, Matt.
Of course, with a kill shot,
right,
you can
this
go
is
for
throw
2 kill
9.
shots in a match, or 3 if you have a drop.
Yep, so Cody down by 7. I think this would be a perfect time to go for a kill shot. But he doesn't call. He looks like he can play the board. I don't necessarily agree with this call here, Joey.
Bullseye, Matt.
Especially when Matt's so locked in.
5, Cody.
Well, it's an 8-point
Last
deficit
throw,
now
Matt's up by 8.
for Cody Joachim.
And he calls for the kill
Now
shot.
he's going to go for the kill shot. And Bradshaw going to go for it as well.
So in this situation, Matt is putting it on the line. If Cody hits this, it's going to be all tied up if he misses this kill shot here. So interesting strategy all these throwers have been going for. Matt off the mark and Cody off the mark as well.
And miss.
Well, Matt Bradshaw
All right, good game.
now just 1 victory
It
away
was
from
42
another
to 50,
championship. He wins this one 50-42.
Well, and for Cody, he's had his back up against the wall going down to the B bracket, so he's already faced elimination games before. He finds himself in another one coming up here. But Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw putting together just a tremendous round of 50. Very interesting strategy by all these competitors in the 10th row when their opponent's going for that kill shot, and then they actually don't have this game really wrapped up. They're still going for that kill shot as well. So everyone really wants to get those kill shot reps in. And fortunately for Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw, Cody was off the mark, and this thing didn't go into sudden death overtime. But it should be a tremendous second matchup, and we'll see who comes out the victor.
Cody Joachim and Matt Bradshaw in the championship. Game number 2. Bradshaw looking to put it away.
Cody Joachim looking to defeat the Magic Man and force a game 3. But you can hear the hush of the crowd. Everyone's locked into every throw.
Yeah, you could hear a pin drop in
For
here
Cody?
right now. Bradshaw with a nice start. We'll see if it's a bullseye.
And you see Cody with his hands on his hips there. I just wonder how frustration it is to start off each match with a 4, and just not just even keep pace with Matt just to get out of the gate. But a very close ruling here for Jenny.
I'm going to say 5, but
So a
5. And then
Fortunate ruling there for Cody Yoakum, not ruled a bullseye, ruled a 5. Matt going to get a closer look here, see if he agrees.
do you want to see what?
And he's going to call for a second, so we're going to get Eric the Scope to get a closer look.
Well, with the championship on the line, certainly worthy of taking another look at this one.
And that makes sense. I mean, every point matters. You'd rather have a 2-point lead going into the second throw than a 1-point lead. And we know Matt's newfound passion for judging as well, so he must see something that he wants another eye on.
Of course, you got to just see red on both sides of the blade. We'll see if there's just a little sliver of red.
Bullseye, Matt.
And it is
And
ruled.
there is. So the second ruling turns that into a bullseye for Bradshaw.
And, of course, with the second ruling, Joey, that is the ruling that stands. There's no contesting. That's the rule that's called. So, although it was initially called a 5, Eric got in a closer look, saw that it was a bullseye.
Bullseye and bullseye?
That's a no-doubt bullseye, though.
No need for a second look at that one.
No, it's a 5.
But
Oh.
Cody Yoakum wants Jenny to see if this one is a bullseye.
5 Cody. Sorry.
So initially ruled a bullseye. Turns out Cody threw a 5.
Second, hold.
Of course, if he's going to beat the Magic Man and force a game 3, he wants to come about it honorably. But Matt with a no-doubt bullseye on his second throw. Looks like that could be another bullseye there.
5 Matt.
Ruled a 5.
4 Cody.
Just another devastating 4 there for Cody Yoakum.
Yeah, Yoakum is capable of playing so much better than this. You
Yeah.
wonder if perhaps this moment is getting to him just a little bit.
This is his first finals that he's in. And he's thrown a lot of matches. He's put together a tremendous season. So, yeah, you're absolutely right, Joey. At a certain point, you have to rise to the moment as well. And another
Bullseye, Matt,
just
4
flush
Cody.
bullseye there by the Magic Man. And Cody getting a close look. Very close to being a 5, but
All right. 5th
unfortunately
throw.
for him, it was a
Matt's up
4.
by 6.
Cody Yoakum stuck in the vortex. Matt Bradshaw taking full advantage, quickly building a 6-point lead with 3 bullseyes in his first 4
Matt.
throws. And there is a
And
5
5
from
Cody.
Bradshaw, and Yoakum just missed the bullseye.
It's close.
Yeah, he just missed the bullseye. But a couple 5s going into the turn. Matt with a, as it stands, commanding 6-point lead. So we'll see how Cody responds here in the second half. Maybe the change of scenery will help him. Just another 4.
4 Cody.
And looks like that could be a bullseye there for Matt, the Magic
And
Man.
bullseye Matt.
Well, this one's starting to slip away in a hurry for Cody Yoakum. Matt Bradshaw leading 34-26, 4 throws to go to claim another championship.
Well, and for Cody, if he is going to go down in this matchup, he wants something positive to build on. There's a nice
Bullseye,
throw.
bullseye.
There it is. Those are more of the throws we're used to seeing from Cody Yoakum. So a couple 6s there. Of course, when you're up against Matt the Magic Man, you throw a bullseye, and you look over, what has he done? He's thrown a bullseye. But again, keeping it light, you can see Cody with the break and a smile there. That's a good thing. And then
Bullseye and bullseye.
another couple bullseyes, so perhaps we shall see something special.
Okay,
Back-to-back
throw
bullseyes from Yoakum and Bradshaw. It's an 8-point lead for Bradshaw. I'd love to see Yoakum go for the kill shot here, but he's not going to.
Yeah, again, we've kind of seen it's been the theme for Cody throughout the tournament. It's the missed opportunities of going for the kill shot to
Bullseye,
really be the
Matt.
aggressor. So something maybe he'll look
5
back on
Cody.
and kind of change how he
All right.
aggressively
last
plays his
throw.
game.
Matt's up by
As the
9.
old saying goes, no guts,
Okay.
no glory. Well, now Bradshaw's going for the kill shot.
Looks like Cody's going for the kill shot as well.
Yoakum is as well.
But this is all for fun. Oh, and looks like Matt hit it.
Oh,
Cody
Bradshaw
very close.
definitely hit it.
0 Cody.
Wow.
Hit Matt.
What a finish to this season
right,
for
good
Matt
game.
Bradshaw.
43
A
Cody.
kill
60
shot
Matt.
and a championship. Matt the
Matt
Magic Man back on top of the Battle Axe Mountain. He wins the championship 60-43.
Yeah, congratulations to Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. Just an impressive tournament, impressive season, undefeated season. Just a tremendous job. He puts up a great score of 60, hitting that kill shot on his 10th throw. And then for Cody Yoakum, tremendous season as well. Unfortunately, he just wasn't as aggressive as I think we needed him to be in those 9th and 10th throws, going for that kill shot, really kind of setting the tone. But a tremendous season, definitely something to build on.
Perfection for Matt Bradshaw to win his 4th Battle Axe championship. The belt is back in his possession. Time now for our post-game wrap-up.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
There
much.
you go.
Greatly appreciate it.
Here's your belt.
This feels so nice. So nice. Woo! Come in. Come on, everybody.
All right, Matt, how does it feel?
It feels really good, and part of that is because of all of these guys here. I think I'm the original guy that started the league here, and being able to see all of these folks throw lights out has just been phenomenal. So I got to thank all you guys for elevating my game, because if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't be here. So you know what, guys? Thank you very much, every one of you. Everyone.
Thank you, Matt.
There we go.
What a great champion of this league and an ambassador of this sport. Congrats to Matt the Magic Man Bradshaw. For Bobby Bradford and our entire MC22 crew, this is Joey Danya. Thanks for watching Battle Axe.